I am Jessica and I have such an amazing package for you in this video. I am so glad to be sharing this with you. Hello, hi my good people. Hope you are all doing well. Now, did you know that you can actually use your talents or your giftings, or what most people call gifts, to actually impact your world or the people around you and to benefit yourself as an individual? In this video, I'm briefly going to be sharing how you can actually use these that I have mentioned to actually impact the people around you, to impact your world, to impact everyone that you can, or that you can actually reach out to across the universe positively with a gift that God has actually blessed you with, or with a talent that He has actually given you. So from my own understanding, I'll simply define what a talent or a gifting is. I believe it is a natural ability, something that is innate, something that is inborn, that you do not have to put in extra effort to actually achieve. There are quite a number of talents in this world. Of course, some of them include music, include sports, include singing, include dancing, include art, and so on and so forth. So you can find or discover your talent, and it really doesn't take much effort, simply because it's something you're just passionate about, something that you actually like, usually from childhood, something that you don't have to be told. It's quite different from a career that you have to pursue. It's quite different from a job that you have to take on just for the sake of having a job, for the sake of getting money, benefiting from your job, or for the sake of maybe because it's an obligation, because you think after studying I have to work. This is something that you're actually genuinely passionate about, something that you love from the inside, whereby no one has to force you to actually do it. It is something that you enjoy, and it is something that you don't have to put in much to actually get to do. So I'm briefly going to share with you again, like I said in this video, some of my talents. I'll speak for myself, and I'll show you how, if I chose to, I can actually use these to benefit myself in various ways. This could be financially, this could be socially, to mention but a few, because there are very many ways, and also how I can use this to impact people across the universe, as many people as I can reach out to. So I'll give you a few examples of my talents, which include singing. I love to sing a lot. This was a talent I actually realized when I was still a toddler. I was still little. I liked to sing a lot, and my mom always told me that I used to sing when I was little. When I was probably about 4, I was already singing, humming to music, and of course, as the years went by, I realized that this is something I still like, and to date, actually, this is not something that I do professionally or for commercial purposes. This is something that I just do because I enjoy. So I have not yet thought about sitting down and recording a song, or going to a studio and recording a song, but I'm the type that actually sings in the showers, when I'm showering, sing while I'm in the kitchen, I'm doing chores, I sing before I sleep, I sing even in office when I'm working, I sing when I'm walking on the road, and so on and so forth. But if I chose to actually impact the world with this, I would actually take on my music, probably record it in a studio so that it reaches different airwaves, it reaches very many people across the universe, and it actually blesses them. So for this, first of all, I think it's very important to look at the message that you're sending out there through your music. If you really want to impact the world positively, it's very important to use a message that will uplift people, that will edify people, because you know how words have power, words carry power. So if you minister a song to someone that is actually beautiful, that is actually going to edify them, then you'll find that it will actually transform their lives, it will actually encourage them, it will probably draw them closer to God. Of course, depending on the song you sing. I'm speaking for myself because I like to major a lot in gospel music and spiritual songs. And after that, you'll find that you've actually impacted people across the globe. But also, like I said, you can use it to benefit yourself in various ways. I'll give you an example financially. Of course, if you get to sell your songs in the various vehicles that you can, which include CDs, DVDs, and so on and so forth, you'll find that you're actually benefiting financially from the returns that you get from selling these out. And then I'll give you an example of art. Like I said, I love art a lot. I'm actually a self-taught fine artist. I did not study art. I did not pursue it as a career as well. I did not take it on even in A-level, neither did I take it on at the university. Again, I'll tell you a brief story of my art talent and how I picked interest in it, and I realized this is something I'm really, really passionate about. Again, it's quite similar to the music, because for art, I actually also started when I was a toddler. Kids usually like to draw and paint pictures and so on and so forth. So of course, when I was a toddler and whenever I would draw, say for example in nursery, at school, together with my peers, and I later on compare what we've done, I would actually realize that mine are a bit more detailed compared to my peers. But of course, as the years went on, like I said, I did not offer it. I dropped it actually in S2 in my O-level, but after campus I realized I still had a passion for it. And again, I like to say I thank God for technology a lot. For me, it's done more good than harm, I think, because maybe I try to use it very well. So what I did after campus, I used to go on YouTube, especially at times when I didn't have much to do, and I would look at some tutorials, I would look at some videos of people painting, and that is how I was able to up and polish up my art skills. I focus more on painting because, again, I believe that drawing requires a lot of, maybe you need a bit of practice to perfect your drawing, but then again, for paint, you can actually create anything or something out of nothing. Then I'll give you an example of fashion. I love fashion a lot. I've not studied it, I've not pursued it, but I love it a lot, and I hope maybe at some point I can do it as a side business. I can actually use it. People really like to look good. People like to dress nice. I, for one, always like to look good. Whenever I'm getting out of a house, I always make sure that at least I try as much as possible to look my best. So it is really, really such a huge blessing when you actually are able to dress people up and make them look their best. It kind of helps to enhance their beauty. It kind of helps to enhance their looks, and it's really amazing. It gives them more confidence, and it actually boosts their confidence, because if you get out of a house and you're looking shabby, trust me, you won't really be as confident. Maybe for those who don't care, but really that's the case. So it's really amazing to use your talent, say for example your fashion talent, to actually help people look nice, and also you can benefit from it first. We talked about financially, you can whatever you do can actually get you money. You can benefit from the returns of dressing people. You can decide maybe if God chooses to expand your spheres of influence, and then maybe you go abroad, or maybe you kind of get connections, or you get in touch with people that maybe are popular, physically speaking, celebrities, and so on and so forth, and you dress them and you still benefit financially and also socially, because you get to meet new friends, you get to interact with quite a number of people as you dress them up, and yeah, like we talked about connections. So eventually you get to meet a lot of people, you build on your network, it makes marketing quite easier for you, and so on and so forth. So basically, there are many ways you can use your talent to talk about sports. I'm particularly not so much of a fan of sports, but I will say this: when I was in high school, I used to love lawn tennis a lot and table tennis. When I was little, I also used to love squash. But you find that people use sports as well. There are sports talents. That is why you find that there are a lot of people that go all the way to represent their countries internationally and nationally, using a simple gift as simple as sports to actually impact people across the universe, and they still benefit from it as well as individuals, because definitely they are paid for it, and so on and so forth. So there are quite a number. I don't want the video to be long. I'm trying as much as possible to minimize it so that you don't get bored from my too much talking. I don't want to be the one talking too much, because I'm not a lecturer, neither am I a professor. But I'm going to just share now a bit of random videos with you guys, just again to spice up this video, just show you a bit of activities that go on in my life. I remember when I was just starting up this channel, I mentioned one of the things that it's about, and I said it's about body care products, of course body care generally as well, so that also includes sports, includes working out and so on and so forth. And I'm glad to say that recently I started up a fitness routine, so I'm going to share with you some of my some of our videos from my fitness journal, my fitness routine. So I started going to gym, as well as I usually go for swimming. So I do this almost every week, but usually once in a week, usually on Sunday, because I work on Sunday. So what I do is after work, because I'm off on Monday, I'm okay with doing it after work on Sunday. So after work, I usually go to the gym, work out a bit. Then when I sweat and I'm really tired, I know I've lost a lot of calories, I know I've lost a bit of fat, although I'm not fat physically speaking, but at least I know my body is getting a bit more toned. Then once I'm sweating, like really sweating, then I go to the pool just to freshen up, just to cool a bit for at least an hour, and then I go play with a few friends, and then I go back home. So I'm going to share with you some of those videos from those routines. I'm excited to be doing that. It's quite amazing to always be sharing a few of my journeys with you people. It's really great, it's really fun, it's so exciting, and I'm glad to have had you here today. And I look forward to being in touch with you people. Hope this conversation has been such a great blessing to you all. Enjoy the videos that are incoming. I love you all. Bye. Ciao.
Yeah.
Check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Are you?
Check it out.
Hi. Oh,
Check it out.
you want to run?
Check it out.
I can't hear.
Check it out.
What? I can't hear you.
Check it out.
You want to go on a walk to Texas?
Check it out.
You want to go where?
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it. Check it.